Hey babes, my name is Jessica and this is my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope you enjoy, and if you do, don't forget to subscribe down below and hit that notification bell so you can be notified the next time I upload a new video. So I am a lash artist here in Memphis, Tennessee, as everyone knows, and anytime I post a picture of my consent forms or anything of that sort, I always get a ton of questions from all my friends and their mamas asking me, what app is that? What is it? Da, da, da. And I'll like reply, but I don't give them a full demonstration because, as you can see on the video, it's a pretty long video and I don't go fully in depth. I'm just like, go purchase from here and use this app and call it a day, you know? But I'm going to show you guys the tips and tricks of how I made my own consent forms. So if you guys find it very informative, don't forget to share it with a friend. Let's share the love. And yeah, let's jump right in. This is the GoodNotes app for where I have all my consent forms. It's about $10 on the App Store, but once you download it, it's forever yours. There's also a GoodNotes 5, so you could download that one. That one's a little bit newer. I also have it, but I've been so used to this one, so I'm going to show you how to use this one. When you download it, it comes like this with uncategorized and trash. You can't delete those. What you want to do is you want to push a plus and create a master category. I'm going to name it CF for consent forms. So I have Jessica right here where I have like my notes, I have my agenda in there, I have a lot of different stuff, personal stuff, that I have my consent forms. This is how it's gonna look once you start building your consent forms. Up here I have like a little dash and it says CF, so it could be the first thing. When you click it, it's my actual consent form. I have the original one from Maven Pro, and then I have AnneMarie's. I've been meaning to play with that one, I just haven't. I am gonna upgrade my new consent form. Yeah, it's not gonna look like this, but it's a good idea so you guys can learn how to make your own consent forms. So let's go back. So we just made that, right? CF. Now it's empty. What you want to do is push plus, and of course you want your consent form that you're going to duplicate all the way at the top. So you're going to name it whatever you feel like your heart desires and push OK. Then you could add a plus sign, and then let's say Jessica. That's going to be for her consent form. Then you have a client named Maria, my mom. That's going to be her consent form. So let's start with CF, and you want to push a plus. You want to create a notebook, and then you can change the papers. I always keep it at plain. There's also a ton of different papers. So if you go here to add a page below, you can see these are the ones that I stick to. It's called A3 standard. There's essentials. It's like yellow graphs. You can do a ton of different stuff with this app. So I keep it at blank. So this is the original one from Maven. I want to show it to you guys real quick. You can download it and use it automatically. It's like already made for you exactly like this. I took bits and parts of it and made my own consent form. But like I said, if you guys want to just download it and use it, the link will be down below. But I'm going to quickly show you guys how it looks. And then it says to not sell it. So I'm not selling it to you guys. I am showing you guys how I made my own. So this is mine. My first page, I literally used the original consent form. I just used the first page, and I kind of kept it with with her design because I thought it would look so cute and cohesive when I'm going through it with my clients. I always set aside about 30 minutes on my full sets to go over everything with my clients. So I'll show them like volume, classic, what's the difference, touch-ups, if your lash is damaged, and I just talk to them about everything before we get to the consent form. I kept these exactly the same. So your style guide, your lash maps, your natural lash health, and I changed this up. So to change it up and to create your own, you start with a plain piece of paper. To do this, I used another app that's called Pages. So in Pages, it's so cool. You can do a ton of other stuff. So you create a document, a blank one. That's how I start, but there's a ton of different ones. This app is actually free. It's on your iPhones when you buy them, and it's on your tablets. If you deleted it, you could just go download it from the App Store. It's totally free. But look, they have already some style guides that you can like just use. You can use letters, you can do business cards on here, you can do flyers, posters. I actually did my I did brochures like this. You can also, if you guys don't want to keep these digitally, like your consent forms, you can make them through your iPad and then just be printing them. I'm not sure why you would want to do that and use so much paper, but you definitely can. You could go in and make your own consent forms and then just print them out. So to do this one right here, as you can see, it has like my logo. What I did was I just cut one of these out. Well, not cut them, but screenshotted it. You want to make sure you're cropping it, and you could do whatever your little heart desires. You don't have to download hers, but it's so much easier if you want to like keep it as is. So save to photos. Then you want to go into the Over app, and you want to click white, transparent, whatever you want. No, you know what? You want to click image. So here it is, your consent form, and you want to cover this because you want to put your logo. You want to put your logo. You want to put whatever your little heart desires on there. So you can go in and do graphic shapes, and this one. So let's resize it so it won't block anything off. You push the yes, duplicate, 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 and there. So now all of yours are going to be cohesive. This is exactly how I also did the sign and date one, because hers didn't come with one of those. That's how I did the damage. I just literally went on this, covered that, and then with text. You can actually purchase this app and get a ton of free apps, but it's kind of like you pay monthly and it's pretty expensive. So I just use the original. Let's say it's my logo. You can also import other pictures and just have your logo there. So that's how I start off. Let's say we are doing, wait, what are we doing again? I kind of got confused where we are. Sign and date. Let's just say sign and date because we are going to be doing that one. I'm going to show you guys how to do that one too. Let's do sign and date. Boom. You can change it up, change the colors, do whatever your little heart desires. So to do, let's first start off with this one. So to do this one, of course, you import photo or video, camera roll, your sign and date. Let's pretend it's my logo. And then I just wanted to ask my clients for their name, date of birth, email, phone number as a start. So you go here, you go to text, and then you do whatever text you want. So I'm gonna put name, and then you want to do a line for them to sign. So you go as many lines as you think is good. And then you can also change the font, you can change the size, you can change the color into whatever your heart desires. I'm gonna keep saying that because you can totally customize them, and that's what I'm telling you. I've been using the consent form, this one, for about 2 years, and I am ready to change it up. So that's how you do that. You do name, date of birth, email, phone number, whatever you want to ask. For my consent form, I used her original consent form. And then to do this is literally I took what I felt I needed from her consent form that was going to work for my business. What you can also do, guys, is go online and Google consent forms and then get a rough draft and see what you feel like your consent forms need. What you want to do is you want to go underscore and then initial. Let's make this a little bigger so you can see. Here we go. You can copy and then let's make it into the center. Perfect. Here we go. And then again, oh, not delete, but copy and then paste. Boom, y'all. That's how you do your initial, and then they initial for their consent. So you want to make sure you're asking them to arrive early. You want to make sure you're telling them that you will charge them if they don't cancel. You want to discuss everything, like that you're going to apply the lashes to their natural lashes. Whatever you feel like you need to consent, you need this. So they're on the same page as you are, and you guys need this. So you want to add a text, and let's say arrive early. You need to clean your lashes. You know, you do everything that you feel like your little heart desires, that your business. You also want to make sure that they're not gonna say it's your fault if they have an allergic reaction, all that stuff. So you want to do that, and then you want to make sure they're initialing, and then date and sign. But for this to hold up in court, if anything were to happen, you need a sign in and date. You can't just say, well, they dated this, but then they're like, oh yeah, but that appointment, nothing happened. It happened this appointment. You have their sign and date, and you're making sure that they're aware of what is going on to save your ass, to save their ass, so you guys are both on the same page. So let's delete this, and let's do sign and date. So to do that, I use this as well. I go here and I just deleted it. I just made it into 2, and then I just added more. Oh Lord, I can't really see from over here, guys. So I just did that. So every time my clients are coming in, they're signing and dating, and then on my square appointments, it also shows the exact date and the time that they're coming, so everything matches up. Your butt is saved, their butt is saved. To save this, you go here. Like I said, you can print these out, or you can just save them, share, and you want to do save file. You want to save wherever, add. And then what you can do is, because this one I don't really save on files. I did, and then I deleted it. I mostly only have these 2 saved on, no. I only have this one and this one saved on file, because this one, of course, my clients are constantly coming back. So when they fill out a sheet, I just add a different one. And to do that, you want to import below your iCloud. And here it is, your new one, and this is my original one. So let's go to this one, notes, and I'm not sure what that means, content. So I kept it from the original, again from Maven's. I screenshotted it, and what I did was I went into here again to pages. Let's delete this, let's delete that. There we go. And what I did is, I didn't want to be constantly like on the original one. You need to make sure you are keeping notes of humidity, temperature, of all this stuff. Felt right for my business, what I felt like I needed to keep notes of. And instead of writing here humid and then writing humidity, I felt like it took so long. So what I did was I screenshotted that, and I added like my little template. So all I could do is, let's say humidity 40. Oh, that is thick. Let's say the humidity 40%. Temperature 69 degrees. Yes, I missed it. Adhesive Phantom from Maven. Appointment, it was a volume. Weeks from last visit, let's say 4, okay? Let's say 4 weeks. I need to change it because some of these products I don't use. So let's just say we primed, we gave her a lash bath. Yes, she had eye makeup on. Did she have less than 50% of the lashes? Let's say she did. And then I'm gonna show you how I did that. So I went in here, I push plus, and again, it's very repetitive. I go in and write humidity. I did the little dash and underscore so I could write on it. Boom. What else do I need to add? Temperature, whatever you feel like is right for your business to keep notes of, do that. To use for products, what I did is I did a little box, go here, do fill, color, there we go, white, add a border, So it could be a little square, so you could just like check things off. Once you get it to the shape, the size, copy again, paste, and then that's how I made these little squares. Then for this, I actually screenshotted. Is that like, you guys already know this is repetitive. Screenshotted this part because I want to make sure every time my client is coming in, I am adding the lash map I did to them, just so it could be more consistent if we ever want to change anything, or if we just want to keep everything the same, I could see exactly what we did. Pictures, photo and video, camera roll, and then just made it big, made it small, put it wherever I felt like I needed. What else did I need? These lines, so these lines are very, very helpful. So what I do is I have two, because sometimes I use two different lash curls. So I'll put here, top layer, I used C15 or whatever. Bottom layer, I use D plus 0.15 or 0.7. Everything that I keep is the curl, the diameter, and the length. So let's say we did 6 millimeters, 7, 8, 9, 10. We did 7, we did 9, 11, and then I could put right here if I did a cat eye, whatever I need to keep notes of. So I zoom in and I could literally see my client, what I did to her, and copy it. So next time they come in, I could do the exact same thing on it. I can little highlight it if I want, so I can see the different, what do they call it, quadrants or whatever, and do that. So I could put right here, I did 12 millimeters, 11, whatever I need to keep notes of. So that's how I do that. And to do the lines, again, you go here, you go to text. It's super simple, you guys. I hope you guys are getting a lot from this, and creating your own little consent forms. You go here, and of course you make it longer, and then again, copy and paste. Everything is like copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, you know. Super duper easy. And just add fonts, add whatever you feel like you need. Up here, I like to put exactly what day they came in. So let's say today, January 18th. And I also like to say what time they came in. So let's say 5:15. And let's say her appointment was at 5. But let's put on the notes that she came in 15 minutes late. And oh, her son is sick, or whatever you feel like you need to keep notes of, so you can have a better relationship with your client, or so you can just save your butt if anything were to happen. So to the other page that I use all the time that's not here because I custom make them all the time, is I add a page below, and I just add a plain paper. Then I add the image. I'll airdrop it from my iPhone to my iPad. Okay guys, so these are like the 4 pictures that I like to take of my clients. Let's say this is a touch-up because she came in 4 weeks ago. Let's pretend that's how she came in, with makeup on, with less than 50% of her lashes. And this is how she's leaving. So I'll copy this map and do it here. I'll put in all the notes and all that stuff. I also like to have this here just so everything again could look more cohesive. I go here, I do copy. I want to make sure you're keeping the notes with the day and the photos with the day. So you want to make sure you are keeping all of this. Let's say she calls back a week later and says, hey, hi, all my lashes are falling out. You come back here and you say, oh, she hasn't came in 4 weeks, so I did what I could. She almost had no lashes on. She had less than 50%. She also had makeup on, and she was 15 minutes late. So you can talk to them and let them know, hey, you know, we went over the consultation. You signed the consent form saying that you have to be here about 5 minutes early so we can start right at your appointment time. If you want to give them a free touch-up, you can, but if you don't want to, you have this to save your butt, just to make sure like they're on the same page as you, and you can also keep going over it with them. Okay, so let's say now your consent form is all ready. You made it exactly how you wanted it. You're like, this is my consent form, I love it, I have everything that I need in it. You go back, and what you want to do is, again, you have it saved under a CF or whatever. Like I said, I like to do a little dash so it can be all the way at the top. You want to edit, click it, duplicate it. You could probably duplicate it 3 times so you don't mess up your original one. Like I said, I have mine as new, so I just already kind of know not to write on that one. Then what you want to do, it's highlighted, you had already duplicated, you want to move it. You want to add the button. Let's just do a little dash so it can be all the way at the top, and let's say Jess. There's your alphabetically order you start adding your clients to. You do that and you push done, and now her consent form is ready. You want to make sure you're changing that name as well, so when you have different pages open like this, you don't get confused from what client is what client. So her name will be right there. But that's how you make your consent forms. Okay, that was a lot of information. If you're still here, I'm pretty sure you're very committed, but if you're here and you do not want to do those steps, go in the description down below and just purchase them from Maven or AnneMarie. They are already made for you. You just buy them and you could just start using them, printing them if you want, or just using them digitally. And if you are more creative like me, you can use all these tips. If you guys have any more tips, don't forget to share them down below. Come on, let's share the love. DM me on Instagram if you guys make your own. I definitely want to get some more inspiration. I've had mine for about 2 years now and they need a major upgrade, so I really want to upgrade mine, so I want to get inspiration from you guys. Duh. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down so I can know. Subscribe down below and hit that notification bell so you can be notified the next time I upload a new video. And until then, bye loves.